The banker is still important. We're going to need to leverage our money at some point. Ideally, we want to make the bank plan B, but right now they're probably plan A. So we need a bank that understands. We need a banker that understands what our goals are, that understands what we're doing. And a good banker is absolutely amazing. A good bank is amazing. Right now, I'm not hearing a lot of amazing things. And I've always said banks are painful to deal with. I don't particularly love them either because they ask stupid questions and they want all this information. But guess what? As soon as people start asking me to lend them money, I start asking those same questions. And I start sounding like a bank because I am lending money. So we have to understand that that's their business and they don't want your collateral. Banks do not want collateral. They want cash flow. They want your payment so that they can go turn and make more money on that payment. And that's why they do a 15-year note versus a 30-year note. Because the 15-year note is a higher payment. They can go to the feds and get more money, right? I mean, it's all fractional reserve banking. They don't want the land. They don't want the cows. They don't want the tractor. They want the payment. So just make sure that you're working with a good one. I just had someone tell me this week, the banker gave his friend my book. The banker. The banker should actually love me because I'm saying, hey, pay attention to your numbers and pay your loans back to yourself. So if we're creating a pool of wealth for these farmers and ranchers, they can go to the bank and they look fantastic on paper then because they've actually managed their money. And so the bank should actually like this concept because now when they lend them money, they know they're good for it. So bankers are still important. They're still a part of what we do. It's just that we don't want them to control everything. I had a guy yesterday that he's going to sell some land and he's going to pay down his note by $300,000 or $400,000. They won't let him just pay it down and recalculate his payment. They're making him refinance that. And they're going to raise his rate by 1%. And they told him, well, we have to. We're losing money on this. The rate's too low. And that's scary because that is a repeat of everything that happened in the 80s when interest rates went high and the banks wanted those loans to be at a much higher rate. And so the banks are great until they're not.